Hey, what do you think it would take to wake people up to man-made climate change?
I sadly believe nothing. The seas could be above their heads, their homes destroyed, and they could even be starving because the crops have failed, and yet they will still be in denial.
Yet all the major scientific bodies worldwide recognize man-made climate change, and the number of weather-related disasters have gone up 4 times since the late 1980s. Why can't they join the dots?
Because they don't want to. People have switched off. It is easier to believe the conspiracy theories of the climate change denialers because they promote a false sense of security. They want to hear the lifestyle of their parents and grandparents can be perpetuated into infinity.
To washing the car, going to work, watching sport,
and being lulled into sleep by brain-dead TV programs like Big Brother and Dancing with the Stars.
So where does this leave those of us who are awake to climate change? Peak oil, peak phosphate, collapsing world fisheries, increasing disasters, etc., etc.
No wonder they regard us as doomsayers. In a nutshell, I've come to the conclusion we need to do 2 things. Firstly, we need to prepare ourselves for a much more difficult future. Secondly, keep on trying to wake people up, but I hold not much hope of the latter.
But won't the apathy and denial of the majority condemn all of us to the worst-case scenario?
Probably, but what we can do is at least move to more environmentally secure areas. We can do this by listening to the scientists as to where the weather disasters will most strike. If enough of us like-minded people move to more secure areas, we can dominate in those areas and prepare them for not just climate change but also peak oil and the other future problems.
Like build earthships, which are houses with self-contained food growing and water storage, with alternative power sources and the like?
Yes. Can you imagine in a geologically and environmentally relatively stable parts of the world people getting together not only to build whole stable communities but also self-contained arks for our plants and animals?
So we can regreen the world once it stabilizes.
Yes, and also those plants and animals may be very important to re-establish the ecosystem of the earth to actually stabilize the environment.
But what will stop the general population when things go to shit from just immigrating en masse to the new areas?
Nothing. We need to also prepare for this and for the influx of the corporate and political elite who took advantage of the populace's willing ignorance.
Won't they in their inherent conservatism destroy what we have built?
Sadly, the stupid will dominate yet again, but we will have built the new institutions, housing, etc. Also, more of them will be less likely to deny the truth because, excuse the French, it will be in their fucking stupid faces. In fact, I predict they will pretend that they were green all along.
Ha ha, you're so cynical, but I agree the masses will be so pro-environment in the future. You would swear the original Greenies were the conservatives. Imagine all the radio right-wing shock jocks prancing around and blowing out their asses the green mantra.
Yes, and the corporatists and their political slaves will try to dominate again. What we need to do is to both prepare for this and actually build in yet another area, Plan B, just in case the fucktards yet again ruin it for us.